What up, though, y'all? And welcome. It is April 7th, and we are back on the mat with your favorite cousin. We are about to get our morning Ashtanga going. What we got on the floor today? We got our Sun A, Sun B. We got some standing poses, balancing poses. Gonna make sure we do our seated ones as well. Am I gonna do anything extra? I don't think I'm doing anything extra this morning. We don't know yet. We're gonna see how the class go. But I will say I am gonna do something different on my end a little bit. It's not gonna affect anybody out there. But I'm actually going to do this flow quiet. When I say like, I usually have some type of music, some type of sounds or something on. I'm not going to use any sounds or anything like that. Only thing that's going to be on is my heater. That's it. And we just going to be flowing and talking. So basically, I just want to tap in, see if there's a difference in how the session goes in regard to some of my sessions where I've had music playing. So yeah, it's pretty much like just a personal study for me. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and work our way to the top of the mat. We're going to start with our Sun A. Hold up. Get a little bit. All right. Go ahead and start with our Sun A. So we're going to inhale, take the hands up above our heads. Gaze through those fingertips, lift the chin high to the sky. Exhale, we're going to forward fold. Plant those hands into the mat if we can. If we can't, that's okay. We can always go to the ankles as a modification. We can go to our shins, whatever is comfortable. And we want to get that forward fold, and eventually we want to get down to this point where we can put our hands into the mat or the floor, okay? Inhale, take our hands up to shins for a halfway lift. Big exhale, plant the hands into the mat, step your feet back, lower your chest for a low plank, and then rise for upward dog. Curl those toes underneath in the back. All of this is on a big exhale, okay? Inhale, send those hips up for downward dog. If you need to, walk those knees out. Get some extra stretch in there. Gonna hold this for about 3 to 5 breaths, and then we're gonna take it up to the top of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. And we're gonna exhale it back down and forward fold and pull ourselves in a little bit more. Inhale, send our hands up to the skies one more time. Exhale it out, bring your hands to palm center. Or bring your hands to heart center, I should say. And that's how we're going to close it out, okay? So we're going to do that one more. I'm going to walk through it one more time. Then we got 3 more rounds of this to flow on our own. Mind you, everything has an inhale. Everything has an exhale. The main thing to focus on is breathing through these movements as we flow. See where the sensations lie. See if you have any tension anywhere. That's what I want you to focus on. See what feels good, what doesn't feel as good, making sure that we understand how our body feels. That's the biggest thing that we want to do, okay? So I'm going to start back at the top. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Gaze through those fingertips. Exhale, we're going to forward fold, sit the butt back, plant those hands into the mat. Inhale, send the hands up to shins for a halfway lift. Big exhale, plant those hands to the mat, step your feet back, lower your chest for a low plank to upward dog. Roll those toes underneath. Inhale, we're going to send the hips up to the sky. All right, walk your feet up to the top of the mat. And the inhale, send our hands up our shins for a halfway lift. Exhale, back down for a forward fold. Inhale, send the hands up to the sky. Exhale, bring them down to heart center. Close it up. All right. We got 3 more rounds of that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Got 3 more rounds. All these on your own go. So let's flow. All right. We should be done with our Sun A. Oh, I do got me one. I got me a scratchy. Cool. We should be done with our Sun A. About to get ready for our Sun B. If we need to get a quick water, grab a quick water. When I say quick, I mean you should be done grabbing water by the time I put my hair into this scrunchy thing. Okay. So once I get this scrunchy thing on, we about to get ready to flow. So we should be at the top of our mat. Okay. All right. This should be good. It should be good. All right. All right. So we're about to hop right into our Sun B. Go ahead. We want our feet about shoulder width apart. First thing we're going to do on that first inhale is sit our butts back into that chair. Lift our hands up to the skies. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, send the hands up to shins for that halfway lift. Big exhale, plant those hands into the mat. Step those feet back. Lower your chest for a low plank to upward dog. Don't forget to roll those toes. Inhale, send the hips up for downward dog, and immediately exhale, send that right foot up to the front of the mat. Rotate that back foot 90 degrees. Inhale. Yeah, because we sent that up with our exhale. So we're going to go up on the inhale for warrior A. Back down with a big exhale. Plant those hands to the mat. Lower plank to upward dog. Then we're going to inhale. Send those hips up. Exhale. Send that left foot to the front. Rotate that back one. Inhale, hands up. Big exhale, plant those hands back into the mat, low plank to upward dog. Inhale. Walk our feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Back down for a forward fold with an exhale. Inhale, we're going to sit back into that chair like we started. Exhale, we'll rise, bring the hands to heart center. And that's how we're closing that up. Okay? Turning this heater up because it did just get warm, real fast. But that's how I like it anyway. Like for the ideal rooms for Ashtanga is about 82 degrees. So it's cool. Not worried about the actual extra heat. But because I'm not putting on another shirt to teach. I'm going to keep this one on. I don't want to get too hot because I will start sweating profusely. So, all right, we're going to go through sun B one more time. Then we're flowing on our own, okay? So, inhale, sit that butt back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, send the hands up to shins. Big exhale, plant those hands to the mat. Step your feet back, lower your chest for a low plank to upward dog. Don't forget to roll those feet underneath. Inhale, send the hips up to the sky for downward dog. Exhale, send that right foot up to the front, rotate that back one. Inhale, send your hands up for warrior A. Big exhale, back hands back down to the mat, low plank to upward dog. Inhale, send your hips up to the sky for downward dog. Exhale, send that left foot up to the front, rotate that back foot 90 degrees. Inhale, send the hands up for warrior A. Big exhale, back down for a low plank to upward dog. Inhale, downward dog. Walk those feet up to the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale back down to a forward fold. Inhale, we're going to sit into this chair. Exhale, we're going to stand, bring our hands to heart center, and we're going to close it out. Okay. All right, so we got 3 more rounds of this one. When you are ready, go ahead and start your flow. All right. We should be done with our son A and our son B for the day. Hope everybody got a good flow, a good sweat, some good movement in. Because I know I did. Still sweating. But I love it. If you sweating, we working. Sweating, we flowing. Sweating, we getting better. Okay? Make sure that you're tapping in with yourself, reflecting a little bit on things that you could have worked on, maybe things that you got better at, things, the sensations that might have felt uncomfortable. Ask yourself why. Were they uncomfortable? Or is it because you probably need to get work on alignment a little bit more? Whether it could be anything. What do you think? But take about a minute, grab some water, dry off, whatever you need to do. Then we're gonna come back, start on our balancing. Okay. All right. We should be back here. We're gonna start at the top of our mats. I am just fucking dripping sweat. That's okay though. All right, so what we're gonna do, start with our feet a couple inches apart. What we're gonna do is we're gonna let all of our weight be pressed into our left foot as much as possible. While we are doing this, remember, breathe through everything that we do. It is okay if you fall. It is okay if you lose balance. Just keep trying, keep working and see where you can get better. Okay? Plant all that weight into that left foot first. We're going to start raising that right foot off the ground with the heel. Start with the heel first. So you should have a bend in the knee. The toe should be the only thing that's on the ground from the right side. Then we're going to lift that right knee to about 90 degrees in front of us. All right, take that right knee out to the side, 90 degrees. Bring it back in front of us, 90 degrees in the center. And then we're going to just lower the foot right above the ground. Just let it hover a little bit. All right, go ahead and let that right foot rest. We're going to do the same thing on our left side. Jeez, so peace, all this dang on sweat. Okay, so plant that weight into that right foot. We're going to slowly let that left foot off the ground. Start with that heel. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that left foot completely off. Bring that knee to 90 degrees in front of us. All right, we're going to take that knee out to this left side, 90 degrees. All right, bring it back in front of us. All right, and just let that left foot hover over the ground in front of us. All right, go ahead and relax and let that foot fall. Y'all, I'm happy about that right now. Oh shit, even though I just I'm happy about that balancing session because I was trusting myself, trusting my techniques, trusting what my yogi has taught me. And I was able to put that weight in my foot and keep my balance for the majority of that. Haven't done that in a very long time, maybe not ever. But every day we need to trust ourselves a little bit more. Go to 1%, that's all it takes. Trust yourself a little bit more. Promise you, you're going to go that much further. Okay? All right. So what we're going to do, starting with our standing poses, everything that we're going to do, we're going to be opening up to the right. Okay? So when I say open up, I'm going to take that right leg, swing it out, whether it's 3 inches, whether it's 4 feet, whether it's the length of the arm mat. It's always going to open up to the right side, okay? But we're going to start at the top of the mat, bring the feet close together. Going to start with an inhale, take the hands up above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Take your peace fingers and grab for that big toe and pull yourselves in. Relax your shoulders a little bit. Come up, lift your chin on the inhale. Exhale, I want you to put both of your hands underneath your feet completely and pull yourself in a little bit further. From there, we're gonna come all the way up and stand straight tall. Open up to the right, open our feet up about 3 to 4 feet. We're gonna rotate our right foot towards the back of the class, like this right here. Keep your legs straight. We are always gonna start at the middle when we say go to the center. This is our start position, our T pose, however you want to call it. This is our center, all right? So we're gonna start here with an inhale. Exhale, we're going to take that right arm and send it down the right leg for our triangle pose. If we can, get our hands all the way down to the bottom of the foot, to the mat. If we can't, that's fine. Go ahead, grab the ankle. If you need to go a little bit higher, go and grab the shin. It's perfectly fine for modifications, okay? But if you can, go ahead and get down to the floor, get down to that foot as much as you can. All right, come up back to center. We're going to rotate our feet to the front of the class. So that left foot should be facing the front. That right foot should be 90 degrees that way. We're going to start at the center. We're going to inhale. Exhale, take that left hand down that left leg this time. All the way down that foot if we can. Remember, we can go to the ankle if that's all we can do. Go to the shin, the knee, whatever feels comfortable, okay? All right, come up from here. Going to rotate those feet back the opposite way, okay? Going to start at the middle. I'm going to do an inhale. Exhale, we're going to take this left hand and grab for that right ankle this time. This is our revolve triangle. If we can't grab the ankle, it's okay to put that hand into the mat. Send that right hand up to the sky, and you should feel that twist. All right, come up from here. I'm going to rotate those feet again. I'm going to start from that center position, that T pose. Inhale. Exhale, send that right hand down, left hand up. All right, come up out of that. Going to rotate our feet one more time. Going to rotate that right foot to the back of the class. Rotate this left foot 90 degrees that way. Start from that center. Going to inhale. Exhale, bend that right knee forward. Send that left hand down the back of the leg for a reverse triangle. Come up out of that. Going to rotate our feet one more time. Going to start with our inhale for the middle. Exhale, bend that left knee, send that right hand down the back leg. All right. And then we're going to come up and we're going to close it out. Boom. Open back up wide. Almost the width of the mat. Perfectly fine. Start from that center position. Take that inhale. Exhale, we're going to grab for both of our big toes. We're going to pull ourselves in. All right, coming from there. Take another inhale. Exhale, we're going to send the hands through our legs as far as we can and reach and pull ourselves in some more. All right, come up out of that. Now this time we're going to interlock our hands behind our backs for one more time for another forward fold. Inhale, send the chin up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. All right, come up out of that. And we're going to close it out at the top of the mat. All right, opening it back up wide one more time. Going to rotate that right foot towards the back of the class. Going to start with an inhale from the center. Exhale, we're going to bend that right knee forward. We're going to rest that right elbow into that thigh. We're going to send that left hand over the top for our extended side angle pose. If we need a little bit more help, assistance, plant that right hand into the mat, take it out to the thigh. Perfectly fine. All right, come up out of that. We're going to rotate those feet to the front of the class. Inhale. Exhale, bend that left knee, rest that elbow into that thigh. Send that right hand over top. And again, if we need some help, some assistance, go ahead and send that left hand down to the mat. All right, come back up. Gonna rotate our feet one more time. This time we're gonna bring our hands to the center, to heart center in prayer. And inhale. Exhale, bend that right knee. This time we're gonna take that left elbow from here and lock it on the outside of that right knee. All right, come up out of that. We're going to rotate our feet to the front of the class. Same thing. Start from that center with the hands of prayer. Inhale. Exhale, bend that knee. Lock that right elbow on the outside of that left knee this time. All right, come up out of that. And we are going to close it out. Boom. Good job, good job. We got one more that we're going to do from the standing poses. So we're going to open up, send both of our feet towards the back of the class. What we're going to do, we got a couple things that we can do with this. If you can, put your hands behind your back into reverse prayer, just like prayer here, just behind our backs, if we can. If we can't, that's perfectly fine as well. You can interlock your hands. You can also go here, interlock those forearms, perfectly fine. Doesn't matter, whichever one is more comfortable, okay? So we're going to start here. Inhale, send the chins up to the sky. Exhale, we're gonna forward fold. All right, come up from here. We'll rotate the feet towards the front of the class. Same concept, same thing. Gonna inhale, send the head back, the chin up to the sky. Exhale, we're gonna forward fold and tuck that chin under this time. All right, come up, and we're gonna close it out. All right, good job, good job. That's us. That's it for our standing poses for the day. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take us a vinyasa. So inhale, send the hands up above our head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, send the hands up for a halfway lift. Big exhale, plant the hands to the mat, lower down for a low plank to upward dog. We're going to inhale, send the hips up for a downward dog. Now on this exhale, we're just going to come to a seated position with our feet crossed to start, okay? So whenever we do our standing poses, we're going to finish with a vinyasa, and we're going to start here, okay? Then we're going to go straighten our legs out from here. We should have an erect spine. So we be sitting straight up. Going to take us an inhale, send our hands above our head. Exhale, take the pink peace fingers and grab for that big toe and pull ourselves in. All right, relax a little bit. Send your send your chin up to the sky for the inhale. Exhale, I want you to grab the outsides of your feet with your entire hands and pull yourself in a little bit more. All right, come up from here. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this right foot into our butt. As such, we're going to plant that right foot into the mat or to the ground next to us. What we're going to do from here, inhale, send that left hand up to the sky. Is that right? Nope, I did that wrong. My bad. We're going to plant the left hand into the mat. And we're going to inhale and send that right hand up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Then we're going to wrap our right arm around that right knee. We're going to take that left hand around the back and interlace those hands and pull ourselves in. All right, release from there. Go ahead and let the right knee drop out to the side. See, I don't know what I did to hurt myself with this. It hurts when I do that. All right. So we're going to inhale, send the hands up above our head. Exhale, we're gonna forward fold. All right, from here. Oh, I really don't know what I did to my leg. That kind of. Mm, mm. See, when I'm talking about feeling sensations and things, that's what I mean. Like observing what feels uncomfortable, where it hurts. Cause like I feel it here. Okay, it's okay. Mm. Mm. See, I felt that. Mm. Okay. We're gonna take that right foot and cross it over that left side, and we're gonna take the inhale, send the right hand up above us. Exhale, send it over to the left hand. All right, come back to the front. Let that right leg lay flat. Gonna do the same thing on this left side. Send that left foot back up to the butt. Gonna plant that right hand into this mat. Inhale, send that left hand up above the head. Exhale, forward fold. And wrap that left arm around that knee. And bring that right arm around the back. You're gonna grab both hands together. Pull yourselves in. All right, come up out of that. Let that left knee drop over to the side. And send both hands up to the sky on an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. All right, come up out of that. And what we're gonna do, bring that left knee, left leg onto the opposite side, cross it over that right leg. And inhale, send the left hand above. Exhale, send the right left hand over to the right side. All right, bring your leg back over to center. I want you to go ahead and lay back on your back and bring your knees into your chest and pull them in and grab hold of them and give yourself a big old hug. If you need to, you could sway side to side on your spine, giving your spine some good movement, some massaging on it. Go back and forth. That's perfectly fine. From here, plant your feet into the mat, about the width of the mat. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna send our hips up for our first bridge. Go ahead on you. Just breathe. Gradually lower yourself down. Bring your feet in a little bit closer to your butt this time. Gonna do another bridge on you. All right, lower your butt down. And we're gonna scoot our feet in one more time. Try it if we can. If we can, I want you to grab those ankles this time. If you can, then we're gonna try to do that bridge. If you can't, it's okay. But we're gonna try. All right, gradually lower yourself down. Well, if you got it in your practice, I want you to go ahead and either go for another bridge or we're going to go for a wheel this time. So with the wheel, make sure that you got those hands planted, those feet planted as well. All right, once we lower ourselves down from that wheel, we're going to go right into that candlestick. Go ahead, send those feet up to the sky. Plant that weight into those shoulders and those arms. From the candlestick, when you are ready, go ahead and go to that plow pose. All right, and when you are ready, go ahead and roll back over, flat on your back. As we get ready to close it out with our Shavasana, we're going to let our soles of the feet kiss each other, and we're going to let those knees fall out to the side. Remind yourself that you are amazing. You can do anything that you want to do, and you are going to continue to grow in your flow. Your practice will be where it needs to be, and it'll be where you want it to be as long as you continue to embrace who you are, continue to trust yourself, and embrace your journey. Comparison is the thief of joy, and we have no one to compete with outside of ourselves. As we begin and regain conscious, I want you to touch your fingers to your thumb and wiggle your toes and rotate your head back and forth. And bring those knees together. And bring them into your chest and give yourself a big hug one more time. Mm. Let your arms fall out to a T and let your knees fall over to the right side as you gaze over your left shoulder. Mm. Now we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Take those knees over to the left and gaze over your. And bring your right arm over to the left side so much so that you push yourself up and we sit into easy pose. Then we're going to take our hands above our head for one more inhale. Exhale, we're going to forward fold over. All right, relax from here. Inhale, send the hands up. Exhale, bring the hands together at heart center. And thank you for another wonderful lesson today. A great class, a great way to trust ourselves, a great way for us to grow 1% better. I hope that you all continue to show up with me, because the most important thing that you can do is show up for yourself. And I'm going to continue to show up for myself. Continue to embrace who you truly are, for your soul will forever be grateful. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.